Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to my first cooking video. Today I'm making probably one of the best burgers on YouTube. It's really good. Sit back and enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Okay guys, welcome to my first cooking video. I have two different types of meat here we're going to be using. In the States, I believe they call this chuck, but here in Canada and the UK, I believe we call it the blade roast. Our second cut of meat is brisket. Now, I believe a brisket has lots of meat and a good amount of fat, but we're really getting majority of our fatty flavor from this chuck. So really, let's get started and grind it up. So actually, before we start grinding it up, we need to get a really sharp knife and we need to slice these into cubes because this is not going to fit through the grinder. So you can see on the brisket we have a big layer of fat, and I think I'm just going to cut this vertically or horizontally, I don't really know. It's going to be grinded up, so it doesn't matter which way I'll cut it, but let's do it. This process took extremely long. I think it took about half an hour to get through both of the meat, so I'm just going to skip through most of it. You can tell that this stuff looks way more expensive than your average store-bought ground beef, and this is exactly why I'm so excited to use it. So I am now moving on to this chuck roast. It's got lots of fat. There's a big line of fat. Notice the fat was extremely hard. It was kind of felt like a cartilage or something. But when we grind that up, that's probably gonna make for great flavor. I noticed this thing has some really beautiful marbling, and check this out. It's really gorgeous, and it's gonna make great flavor. I'm also going to be throwing in a bit of classic bacon. It will add a lot of good taste to this burger. So now it's time to form the shape of our burger. I'm going to be using just my hands to get a good shape, and I'm going to keep this mixture pretty basic. I'm not going to do anything but salt and pepper, you'll see. So here I'm taking some of this meat, and I'm going to kind of make a meatball shape is what I like to do. And then I'm just going to flat it down and kind of just shape it around. You don't want to touch this too much because the fat will start to melt and will kind of loosen up the burger and it won't be as steady held together. So try and get this as beautiful as you want, but try not to touch it for too long. So now I've got the shape of my burger. I'm just going to leave this in the fridge for an hour to get it to kind of harden up. You should do this the day before, but I wasn't doing this the day before. I was just trying to get this done. But try to leave it in as long as you can. In the meantime, I'm going to make my sauce for my burger. So add a bit of mayonnaise, some yellow mustard, and then a bit of ketchup. Just an easy at-home sauce. You don't have to, but for a bit of extra flavor, I'm going to be adding some diced pickles. You can also use relish, but I didn't have any relish, so I'm using these pickles. Now give that a good mix. And then we have our sauce. Now we're going to take our meat out of the fridge and we're going to give it a very good seasoning. It's almost time to cook it, so we're going to do salt and pepper both sides. Now let's talk about our bun. So these are my mom's homemade buns. If you guys request enough, I'll give you the recipe for them. They're really good. Basically, we're just gonna toast these buns and get them really crispy so they don't get soggy from all the juice. Our bun is done. Now I'm gonna cook these sliced onions. This will add a bit of a sugar flavor to our burger. It's the caramelization of the onion. So we're just gonna get this nice and cooked. Anyway, our onions are done, so I'm just gonna take them off now. And it is officially time to cook our burger. To put on top, I have smoked cheddar, and it's gonna add a lot of good flavors to this burger. I can't cut it properly, apparently. Alright, time to flip it. Now I'm gonna add some of this smoked cheddar. It's gonna add a very good, obviously, smoky flavor to this burger. I also recommend putting a lid on to help the cheese melt. So now our burger is cooked to my liking. I'm gonna take it off, and then we're about ready for the plating. So we're gonna start with our bottom bun. Just put that on your cutting board, and then add a bit of our sauce onto the bottom bun, and just give it a little mix so you spread it around everywhere. Now add our hamburger. And then get some of those delicious caramelized onions. At this step, you can pretty much add whatever toppings you want to add. It's up to you. I'm adding a bit of extra pickles here. I would have got a tomato, but we didn't have a tomato at the time. If you have some more sauce, put it on the top bun, and then put your bun on, and there we go. You can add a skewer and it'll help hold your burger together. And voila, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you think this looks good, which I tell you, this was really freaking good, man. Look at all the juice. If you want to try this, I'll have a full recipe in the description. If I'll be honest with you guys, this is probably my top 3 best burgers I've ever had in my life. So if you guys enjoy these cooking videos, I'll be doing a lot more because they're really, really fun to make. But anyways, like, subscribe, and have a great new year. See you guys.